basketball with Doris Burke on the sideline. There's nothing else like it. The NBA on 2K Sports. Now we've got a chance for our State Farm starting lineups. First for the Heat, Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. And the man in the middle from UNLV, Joel Anthony. He's a big part of that presence down low. And it's LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the 4. And for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd is out there with Rudy Fernandez. They've got Tyson Chandler, the big man, in the middle. They look to him to provide that necessary presence down low. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Nowitzki in at the power forward position.
You got to wonder, has Miami set off a bit of an arms race in regards to talent with what they were able to pull off last year? Are other teams going to look to stack stars just to try to keep up?
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Fernandez, the pass to Kidd. And Bosh picks him up defensively. For 3, Fernandez. Can't get it to go. And it's the Heat taking it the other way. Like you brought up the stars wanting to play with each other. You know, Steve, it seems like that is the trend now in the NBA.
Well, I think every player wants to play with great players. And it's all circumstantial, really. If you're a free agent and there's a team with cap room and you've got a partner who you want to play with and you can work it all out like Miami did, then that's great. But I think those circumstances are going to be few and far between. And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their #1 concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Offensive rebound, Anthony. Here's Wade. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Wade's got his second bucket of the night. On defense, Miami.
It's the first time since having Shaq in Miami where Wade didn't really have to carry the load all by himself. I know he feels good about that. But he still managed to contribute when he needs to.
From about 19 feet. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Heat. 4-point game. LeBron kicks to Chalmers. LeBron, no luck. Going back, Clark, to Wade, as you were talking about him, it must have been nice for him to not have to score 30 points a game to give the Heat a chance to win in the playoffs for once. And, Steve, we saw that all the way right through the finals.
Well, it was huge for him to be able to share that scoring load with LeBron. Of course, LeBron kind of suffered offensively in that final series against Dallas. But for the most part, Wade and LeBron, just a terrific 1-2 punch all season long. And they are poised to make another run to the finals this year.
Back to LeBron. Feeds it to Bosh. A 10-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Got a good clear look right over the top of his defender because of that height advantage.
Kidd kicks to Nowitzki. Over Bosh. It's hauled in by LeBron.
I'd say it's a bit of a slow start so far. Just 1 make in 5 to begin the game.
LeBron left side. Now Chandler defending. Shoots from the baseline. A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's now got his first points in this one. Mavericks trailed by 6.
When the Heat struggled early on last season, Eric Spoelstra was unfairly thrown on the hot seat. He kept his cool, though, very impressively, and the Heat turned their season around and talk quieted down. That's a credit to Spoelstra.
6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. Dirk Nowitzki again.
Great work. I mean, you have to decide as a defense, just how much damage are we going to allow him to do?
Back to Spoelstra at Miami. Clark, with the way the Heat finished, you have to think things will change. I know, Steve, you were very impressed the way he managed that team in the postseason.
Yeah, I thought Eric Spoelstra was great. Now, a lot of people are focusing on the final series when Rick Carlisle stole the show, but to be fair to Spoelstra, he inherited a very difficult situation with a lot of talent but huge expectations. And I think Miami had a solid year, a very good year. The question now is, can they get back to the finals and finish the job? That's the way to do it. Really nice ball movement there.
LeBron kicks to Wade. There's a screen. The feet to Chalmers. Fires for three. Good.
You give him any kind of space, he's going to knock that down.
Here's Kidd. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Back to Butler. And Bosch picks him up defensively. Butler dishes to Fernandez. Over LeBron. And it's Fernandez missing. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Wade. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the way you want to guard Dwayne Wade is make him a shooter. Even though he can knock down shots from there, you've got to just hope that he misses, because if he gets to the rim, it's pretty much automatic.
That free throw good from Wade. Going back to guarding, defending Dwayne Wade, there really is no way to win against him as a defender. He's going to find a way to hurt you, and it may take some time, but he's going to get you.
You know, going back to what Steve said, you got to make it tough for him and hope he misses some of the shots, and then try to keep him out of transition as best you can. And hope he has a bit of an off night. Otherwise, he's dropping buckets on you now. That's a given.
Dallas really played a lot of zone defense last year, and I thought it worked out well for them, especially with the personnel they brought in. Tyson Chandler manning the paint really helped that club.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Steve, back to Dallas. Sometimes a team needs to find an identity on defense, and they found that last year with the zone. That was a little clever trick, Clark Kellogg, that Rick Carlisle, the coach of the Mavs, inserted in that team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the zone, it fit their personnel. You can't overlook the impact that Tyson Chandler has had on their defensive disposition. They have guys that have length that can cause problems in the passing lane. So the zone defense just made some sense.
That's good.
What a great example of how to set a good pick. He really allowed his man a wide open look.
LeBron with a screen on Kidd. Chalmers passes to LeBron. Kicks away. Terry covering. 5 on the clock. Here's LeBron. Shot is off. And Dallas the other way. Kidd kicks to Terry. Back to Kidd. And Butler backing him in. They're moving it around. Lets the 3 fly. Miami grabs the miss. Just over 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter. LeBron with a screen on Kidd. They double him with Butler. It's tipped. Nowitzki with the steal.
They trapped him on the inside, and he coughed it right up.
It's Terry outside. Here's Chandler. Jams it with authority.
Boy, he's all business. Look at that. He brings some intensity with him when he comes out onto the court, doesn't he?
And it does come out, you're right, in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
Yeah, I'd agree, particularly at the offensive end where he can follow the board with that slam. He loves those putbacks.
LeBron outside. Caron Butler covering. LeBron outside. Lock at 6. Puts it up. Bosch with the bucket.
Right now, it's all working for him here in the first. The shots have been falling.
Yeah, their offense has been very impressive. If they keep this up, Clark, they're going to be tough to beat.
Here's Nowitzki. Straight up. The Heat leading by 7. Now Chalmers. Wade outside. Backing down is LeBron. Goes right up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Well, here's a little factoid for you. With LeBron switched to Miami, guys, he was the first reigning MVP to change teams since Moses Malone back in 1982. Crazy stuff. And remember what happened when Moses Malone changed teams. That team, Philadelphia, went on to win the NBA title in '83.
With Dr. J.
Dr. J and Mo Cheeks. That was my rookie year. So I remember banging heads against those guys. Yeah.
What a time. Butler is screen on Chalmers. Here's Kidd. Outside Terry. And the basket good. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Back to what you said about LeBron. Like you said, you just don't see MVPs want to change teams. They're happy where they are. Steve, you can probably talk about that too. It's rare.
It is rare. Shaquille O'Neal left Orlando for L.A. Steve Nash left Dallas for Phoenix. Now, granted, those guys weren't on the same level as LeBron at the time, but it does happen occasionally. But hey, look, LeBron, probably the biggest athlete, biggest star in the NBA, so it made big news.
The first free throw is good.
Well, I like the fact that the Mavs were a really strong team at home, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd.
Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Dallas. Marion comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And then for Miami, Joel Anthony's checked in for LeBron. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Back to the Mavs, that home crowd. They also have another guy who's pretty important in that audience. That's their owner. Steve, he's watching every game in Dallas.
Yeah, from right behind the bench, too. Well, that's something that the team has grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around, and he's really a major part of their culture.
House kicks to Wade. He passes it to House. Bosh against Marion. Anthony dishes to Haslam. Hits the 15-footer. Haslam's got his first basket of the night.
That time he found a gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
Kidd kicks to Terry. And Bosh picks him up defensively. He dishes it to Marion. Backing down. Shoots it. The shot misses. And it's the Heat taking it the other way.
They're in attack mode early, guys, really cleaning up the glass.
Well, it's +5 in rebounding here in the first quarter. I mean, in a 4-quarter game, if that margin continues, that's +20 rebounds. That would be almost assuring a win.
Haywood against Haslam. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, I tell you what, the coaching performance of Rick Carlisle in the playoffs last season was, I think, what cemented him in the minds of many as an outstanding coach. We've always known it. He was terrific with Detroit. He was outstanding with the Pacers. And he's got a championship ring with the Dallas Mavericks. Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Here is House. He's picked up by Kidd. On the wing, Dwayne Wade, defended by Butler. Right up. Wade can't hit.
Well, going back to Carlisle, I mean, he did such a great job, you're right, Clark, in the playoffs last year, mixing up the rotation, going deep into the well to get the right matchups through every step of the playoffs. And I thought he did as good a job as possible for Mavericks in that playoff run. That's one of the reasons they won the title.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
House, the pass to Wade. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, Kevin, that's just him doing his thing. I mean, that's who he is, launching himself at the basket. I mean, he thrust himself at the basket. He's an angry driver and attacker of the rim.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Heat making a change here as well. James is checked in. No good there. He's unable to convert on the three-point play.
Well, you could see last season with the big three that early on offensively they couldn't quite figure it out. But as the season went on, they got more and more comfortable with each other. And I thought by the end of the year, they played pretty well together.
Shot's good from Butler.
But you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
House kicks to LeBron. The dish now to Haslam. LeBron against Marion. Easy shot. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Wade. 8 points for LeBron. And you're right, Steve, about what you said in regard to the Heat. You know, anytime you bring new guys together, there is a feeling out period. But, Clark, obviously, this was an extreme case.
Yeah, I agree with both of you there. I mean, it just takes a lot of time and massaging when you have that much star power coming together for guys to figure out their roles and then accept their roles and excel in them. That's a three-pronged process.
A lot.
Yep.
A lot to deal with. Wade against Butler. Pass to Marion. Dishes it to Haywood. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Haywood. 9 points for Butler. Here's LeBron. 8 points for him. And the pass to House. Three-pointer. Hits it.
And he barely beats the clock with that three.
Steve, that's a great way to end the quarter.
The back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And here is Chalmers. Haslam a screen on Marion. From 17 feet out. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's now got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Heat. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, Udonis Haslam is a Miami native and a core leader of this Miami Heat team. Prior to last season, Bosh, LeBron, and Wade all took millions off their contracts to make room for him to resign. And Haslam took $14 million less than he'd been offered elsewhere. Wade said this wouldn't have felt complete or whole without him. The bigger picture is about sacrifice. People say athletes are selfish and care only about the money, but they're going to have to find another way to criticize us here. Haslam said, family has no price. $14 million doesn't add up to what I would have been leaving behind. Guys, some people rooted against the Heat, but plenty of reasons to admire them.
Haslam, so respected league-wide. Good to see him stay with the Heat. Thanks, Doris.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
Nowitzki against Haslam. Good look. And the basket by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his third bucket of the night. The Heat leading by 9. LeBron with it. He's got 12. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Finger roll. That's pure style, guys. I like that.
You know, there were questions about how LeBron would play in a new jersey. Statistically, he was about the same with the drop in points and a higher field goal percentage. He's a brilliant player no matter what uniform he's got on.
Haywood. Great D that time from LeBron.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
That's good from Marion. Talking more about LeBron's stats, you're all over it, Clark. Steals, assists, blocks, rebounds, all look the same way they did in his last year with Cleveland. I guess, Steve, the difference is he played with another superstar. In fact, two if you put Bosh in there, and it was something that he was really aiming for, and it paid off.
Yeah, LeBron was never concerned about numbers. It's always been about winning, and I think he wanted to find some teammates that he could pair up with, and give him credit. I mean, he found a great spot in Miami. He's got a lot of talent around him. The numbers will always be there, but the big thing is winning, and he just wants to win rings, and that's why he made his choice.
He's gotten himself involved in just about every aspect of this game.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart.
Give him a round of applause, fans.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 6. Now Barea. Back to Terry. There's the 3. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. 6 points for Jason Terry. And back to Miami. You know, Clark, road trips aren't easy when you're the villains of the NBA. And there's no doubt that wanted poster in the NBA has got a picture that Miami treats him up.
I agree, no doubt about it. But I think that also helped them come together. You know, teams typically do a good job of bonding when they're on the road. That us against them mentality, nobody for you. And quite honestly, really good teams and players enjoy winning on the road more than they do even winning at home.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Hayward. Butler comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Rudy Fernandez is subbed in for Sean Marion. The jump hook in deep. Bosh drops it in. Bosh has got 6.
They are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
On the wing, Jason Terry. 4 on the clock. Over House. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Chandler. 8 points for Jason Terry. Here's Chalmers. Wade outside. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Terry against Wade. Just 4 to shoot. Over Terry. Wade misses. Mavericks trailed by 8. Here is Barea. He kicks to Chandler. He feeds it to Barea. Fernandez. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Wade. Caron Butler covering. Feeds it to House. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
It's Rudy Fernandez on the wing. Wade is covering. Backing down is Chandler. Charity stripe shot. That one goes. Count it.
You know, with the expectations low for him, he can provide a nice lift when he does put the ball in the basket.
Wade outside. defended by Fernandez. The jump hook, and there's the rejection. Mavericks trailed by 9. Terry dishes to Barea. Back to Terry. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Wade.
They turn it over for the first time in the half. But you know what, partner? They've done a great job here in that regard. Really doing a nice job taking care of the ball and getting good shots.
Yeah, and even though they trail, you have to like their odds of coming back just because they have done such a good job taking care of the ball.
Butler knocks it loose, but they get it back. Second chance shot, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Quite the interesting season for Chris Bosh last year. I mean, obviously more team success than he really enjoyed in Toronto, but individually, his numbers dropped a bit. I don't think it bothered him, though. He wanted to win.
And that one misses. Well, talking about Bosch's numbers from last season, Steve, his rebounding and his field goal percentage did drop off from the year before.
Well, his shooting percentages last year were really in line or even above his career numbers. So I thought Bosh had a good season. It just took him some time to kind of adjust to playing with his new team and a new style. But ultimately, Bosh made a big impact down there.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 6. Chandler right side. Pulls it up. Hits the jump hook. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off for them the way they're playing this game. I like their strategy.
And here is Kidd. The feet to Fernandez. Kicks it out to Terry. A 3-ball. Gets it to go. Terry's got 11 points.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
LeBron James on the wing. Terry covering. LeBron right side. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Bosh. Over Chandler. And it's Bosh, that time on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's now got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trailed by 9. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, some may have questioned Coach Erik Spoelstra throughout the 2010-2011 campaign, but LeBron James was sold from the get-go. His quote towards Spoelstra, "I have Coach Spo's back," or whatever the case may be. James said, "This is who we have." Sounds like he's confident enough, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
Yeah, I think Erik Spoelstra did a really good job under very difficult circumstances a year ago. And by the end of the season, I think he really earned the trust of those players.
Here is House. He has 6. He's picked up by Kidd. Shot clock at 6. Good luck. Again, the Heat good for 2.
What a quarter for him. And with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
Fellas, it's no secret that Dallas isn't afraid to spend or go into the luxury tax, but in their march to get better, they haven't been very careful with the contracts they've given out.
And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Terry. 8 points for Nowitzki. The Heat leading by 9. Bosh, a screen on Terry. Haslam with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Haslam, the pass to LeBron. And again, Miami with the triple. Back to what you said about the Mavs, it seems they can't find the right center to fit them, and they keep giving out dubious contracts. And Steve, you know as well as anybody being in the front office, and Clark, you too at the Pacers. I mean, it's 50-50 a lot of times.
Yeah.
You just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you've got to manage those acorns.
Steve?
Yeah, the personnel decisions are always difficult, especially when it comes to big money deals. But I thought Tyson Chandler really solidified that center position for Dallas last year.
Pass to Bosh. Defended by Fernandez. Tries in the post. He lays it in.
Chris Bosh.
And that's 11 points for Chris Bosh.
There's another smooth finish there, Kevin. I mean, he operates at such a high level when he's in close to the basket.
Back to Nowitzki. A fader. Good, in the assist to Kidd. Nowitzki's got 10.
Hasn't had a whole lot of misses here in the quarter. Very sharp shooting right now. It's fun to watch. Well, that was not an easy play, but he made it look routine.
Here is House. He's covered by Kidd. And again, it's Chris Bosh. He's got 13.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
The fadeaway. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here is House. He's covered by Kidd. LeBron. Terry covering. LeBron against Terry. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's now got 25 points. Nowitzki with the screen on LeBron. Outside Kidd. Terry from downtown. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got his 4th assist in this one. LeBron with a screen on Kidd. Chandler against LeBron. Haslam kicks it to Anthony. It's House outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nice shot by Terry.
Tight spot there to put it in. Perfect pass.
Well, Heat leading by 11. Here is House. He's got 6. LeBron outside. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
His shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
And that concludes the first half. Heat lead by 13.
49. The Heat 62.
The night is young, and we've got the NBA. No better way to spend a Saturday night than right here with the HB Halftime Report. Miami up on top against Dallas. Teams on fire, torching the rims. Just take a look at that field goal percentage. Through 2 quarters, LeBron in complete control. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. On the other side, the Mavericks haven't been hot. Seems a little like they're sleepwalking out there. Not a lot of energy, getting outworked and out-hustled. A tough start for Jason Kidd. Not many positives for him so far. Just 1 bucket from the floor. Not the closest game, but you got to hand it to both of these guys for setting the pace. And that's it for now. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke are standing by, ready to call the second half.
I just wanna be here. It seems like everywhere I go.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Here's Chalmers. LeBron is screen on Kidd. Chalmers against Butler. Butler against Chalmers.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
It doesn't matter much, though, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
You know, guys, thinking back to Chalmers in the NBA Finals last year, he was one of the Heat's role players that I thought really ramped it up in a tough series and helped out the big three quite a bit.
Looked like he was maybe showboating a little bit, that fadeaway. Really no reason for it.
From the baseline. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. Mavericks trailed by 15.
Well, you brought up Chalmers, Clark. I mean, he was really, really good in that final series against Dallas. He knocked down his three-point shots, did a nice job of running the club, and I think really made a case for being the future starting point guard for the Miami Heat.
LeBron is doubled. Wade defended by Nowitzki. Fires from 14. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're struggling a little bit on the glass. They've got to pick up their physical play in the paint.
Yeah, it's about being tougher and more physical, just as you said, Steve. If they can do that better, they've got a chance to come back.
Blocked. The Heat leading by 13. Wade from outside. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. 12 points for Wade. Here's Kidd. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
So it's Miami now. It's a 16-point game. Taken away by Kidd. Defended by Chalmers. Poked away. And here are the Heat. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Wade against Chandler. 13 feet out. And it's Wade again missing.
Looked like he squirted that one off a little too quickly there. The defense really was never in the play.
Outside Kidd. He dishes it to Butler. 6 to shoot.
He wasn't paying any attention to the defense. Poor pass there.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Outside Bosch. Butler against LeBron. Launches a 3. Goes straight up. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Little pogo stick action right there. I mean, up once for the rebound and right back up again for the dunk. A quick jump.
Yeah, a real energy play. What'd you say, Steve?
Yeah, and it was. And it had to be. Otherwise, there's no way he had a chance at that ball unless he anticipated it and really went after it.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, I tell you what, the Heat breezed through round 1 of the playoffs, knocking off the Sixers in 5 games, but their true test, as everyone knew, would be against the Celtics in round 2. They came out strong early in that series and got it done.
Jason Terry has checked in for Dallas. And the Heat making a change here as well. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Here's Butler. He's got 9. Nice move. Nice touch on the bank shot. Butler's got 11. Well, back to the Heat, they said after that Celtics win that beating them was a big driving force to forming the big three from the very beginning.
That's right, because none of them individually could beat Boston. They came together. They finally got past the Celtics. They beat Chicago, got into the finals, but of course they didn't end up with what they finally wanted, which was that championship ring. So that's what they're shooting for this year.
Terry outside. Nowitzki. Over Bosch. And another basket for Dallas.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, the jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
Now Chalmers. Wade outside. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Terry against Wade. Shot clock at 2. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. That's good. Haslam's got 6.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the boards. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead, and it shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
LeBron against Butler. James is going to be hit with the blocking call. That is his first foul of the game.
A little too much body on that one, and that's going to be a block.
Always a hard thing to judge, but I agree with you, Steve. Clearly a block.
Here's Kidd. And Nowitzki backs in. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Kidd. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. Snatched up.
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stat.
Bosch, a screen on Chandler. Wade. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J. Mavericks trailed by 18. Now here's Kidd. Nowitzki outside. Back to Kidd. Chandler a screen. Fades. Kidd, no good.
They're really hurting with his performance here. He just hasn't played up to his standards so far.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. No good. How the Mavericks take it the other way. Butler on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Butler kicks to Kidd. Drains the 3-pointer. Kidd's got his second bucket of the night.
What a marvelous job they've done of sharing the basketball. A ton of assists.
Well, they know where each other is all the time. They're moving the ball, just finding the open guy. Nobody seems to care who scores.
LeBron against Butler. And stolen by Butler.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Doubled by Bosch. Shoots off the screen. It's hauled in by the Heat. Haslam's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Boy, isn't it good to see Udonis Haslem back and healthy after missing most of last season with a foot injury. He's a guy who's really been the heart and soul of this Miami ball club over the years.
Steve Udonis Haslem, when he re-signed with the Heat prior to last season, he could have gotten a lot more money elsewhere. But, Clark, he wanted to remain in Miami. And I'm sure he is thanking his lucky stars that decision was made.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he and Dwayne Wade extremely close. And Haslem just kind of felt like he had a chance to stay in a place that he considered home and would be able to do great things. Credit him for picking happiness and contentment over dollar signs. Sometimes that's the best call, but you don't often see guys make it.
Here. And they double up Kidd. Marion. Haywood backing down. Chalmers against Kidd. Layup off the pick.
Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
Wade dishes to Chalmers. Guarded now by Jason Terry. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. The kick out to Bosch. Here's LeBron. Jason Kidd grabs the miss.
That's exactly where they wanted to go with the ball, even though he didn't finish.
The dish to Butler. Shot is blocked, but they recover it. Haywood gets the bucket. Timeout called the Heat.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
The Heat making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's LeBron. 27 points for him. Defended by Butler. LeBron against Butler. Butler against LeBron. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Chalmers. Kid knocks it loose. Mavericks trailed by 15. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Chalmers is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Here's Kidd. He has 5. Marion a screen on LeBron. Here's Butler, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Butler's got 13 points.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
And here is Chalmers. LeBron left side. Defended by Butler. Clock at 6. Shoots from the block. Haywood with the block. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
You know, the Mavericks did a really good job against the East, and you have to be strong out of conference if you're going to grab the number 3 seed in the West.
Wade, Terry covering. Haslam down low, guarded by Marion. Haslam, that's good. Haslam's got 8 points.
I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow him down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and he's been tough to play straight up.
Terry, the pass to Kidd. Defended by Chalmers. Kidd, no good. You're right about the Mavs there, Clark. 22-8 against the East last year. Steve, some good numbers.
On a surprising note, they swept some of the bigger fish over in the Eastern Conference. 2 wins each versus Boston and Miami. Oddly enough, they struggled against Milwaukee, like playing down to your competition.
Here's Wade. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half. Mavericks trailed by 17. Outside Butler. Covered by LeBron. Haywood gets the bucket. Haywood's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he really used the height advantage there down on the block.
Here's Chalmers. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Wade outside. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Backing down is LeBron. That's good. LeBron's now got 29 in the game.
This is not what they wanted to let happen. They're just getting pounded inside.
Yeah, they are, Steven. I mean, they're just not making life difficult at all for scorers in the paint. I mean, that's an area that you've got to protect with force and aggressiveness, and we haven't seen it.
6 on the shot clock. Terry with it. He's got 16. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Miami ball.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitutions.
Here's Haslam. He's got 8.
Smart call here. They'll play for 1 shot.
That's right. Try to get the last shot of the quarter here, Steve.
Wade. Over Terry. Wade, good. Wade's got 11 in the second half.
Now, you can't give him any space out there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Now, it's been nothing but positive for this team. The way.
And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Well, Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat just put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. They've been in total control here and keep finding ways to move the ball, spread the floor, and continue to put points on the board as they widen the gap.
All right, Doris, thank you. That run has made a difference, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what got them off and going.
Yeah, they were really able to seize the momentum at that point, and they just rode it.
Here is Barea, and it's Miller picking him up.
Hey, yo, Terry.
Now Barea. Just 5 to shoot. Over Miller. Barea, no good.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
On the wing, Miller. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists tonight. Barea kicks to Terry. Anthony on the double team. Backing down is Chandler. The turnaround jumper. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 17 points for Chris Bosh. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Here's Nowitzki. Connects in the foul line jumper.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here is House. He passes to Wade. Terry covering. Takes it up. Wade can't hit.
I tell you what, against one of the best finishers, that's exactly the kind of defense you need to play.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
You know, you see Barea out there, and you can't help but think of the impact he was for the Mavs in their run to the title last spring. I mean, he was a terrific spark for the whole team.
And he makes the first.
Well, getting back to J.J. Barea, you know, he took some lumps early in the playoffs. A couple of hard fouls, one from Andrew Bynum, the flagrant foul against the Lakers. But he showed his toughness, kept getting up off the floor, kept attacking, going to the rim, and he finished that final series off against Miami in absolute style. He was fantastic.
Dishes to Miller. The 3 is launched. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wade with the block. And they're able to recover. No problems knocking that one down. Nowitzki's got 4 this quarter.
I like it, man. I mean, he dropped a dime on him right there, guys.
Here is House. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Gathers. No good from Wade. Mavericks trailed by 18. And here's Barea. Terry outside. Marion against Anthony. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Marion will never get back to his days in Phoenix when he was a 20-point, 10-rebound guy, but still a very versatile player on this deep Dallas roster, and he can be very effective in a number of ways for the Mavericks.
That's good from Marion. Thinking about Marion some more, he's versatile enough to really help Dallas in a lot of areas, as we saw in the playoffs.
That's exactly right. You can slot him at either the 3 or the 4 spot, and along with Dirk Nowitzki, I mean, that can cause some major headaches for a lot of other teams in the league.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Jason Terry. And then for Miami, Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Joel Anthony. LeBron comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Eddie House. And the shot is good.
Now, they're not worried enough about him. They've got to tighten up their defense.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Chandler with the screen on Chalmers. Here's Barea. He bounces it in off the front of the iron. Barea's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Chalmers. Guarded by Barea. Backs him down. Fades back. Shot's good.
Boy, they keep going inside offensively, and guys, they've been very aggressive here.
Yeah, huge advantage in points in the paint, and I think the defense has to make an adjustment to protect the middle.
Lets it go with a three. And that is good. Here's Chalmers. From deep, LeBron. The shot no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Barea dishes to Fernandez.
Turnover. Heat ball.
Here's Chalmers. LeBron right side over Marion. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Chalmers. 31 points for LeBron.
Anytime they've needed a hoop, he's taken over one shot after another. Boy, is he playing well.
Doubled by Bosch. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. The leaner inside. Barea, no good.
They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, one and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on to a lead. You don't want to let the other team back in it by giving them extra possession.
Passes it to Miller for the three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got 4 assists in the game.
That steal is just another highlight in what's been a dominant performance at both ends.
Here's the angle on our Sprite Slam Cam.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
Sean Marion covering. Bosch, the screen. Chandler against LeBron. Shot, high post. Bosch can't get it to go.
Well, not a bad effort there.
He'll usually knock that one down.
Just a total lack of focus, was not paying attention to where he was.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Chandler. Butler comes in for Sean Marion. Jason Terry is checked in for Rudy Fernandez. And Jason Kidd has subbed in for J.J. Barea. And a new group in for the Heat. Ilgauskas is checked in for Bosch. Juwan Howard comes in for Udonis Haslem. James Jones, who's checked in for LeBron. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Mavericks trailed by 19. Here's Terry, up with it. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, Terry turning in another good year for the Mavs last season, Kevin. Contributed about 16 points a game and shot it quite well from deep, all off the bench.
Free throw, good. Terry. Going back to Terry, Steve, he was big for them in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, he sure was, Kevin. I mean, in the finals, you know, Dirk took home the MVP trophy, and it was much deserved. But without Terry, there's no way Dallas wins. He was stellar, particularly in that closeout Game 6, where he carried his team in the first half.
Miller, the pass to Ilgauskas. Back to Miller. Beyond the arc. That's good. And the Heat lead by 19.
Another baby bottom smooth stroke there. I mean, that's perfect form he's showing at the three-point line.
And Nowitzki backs in. He goes up. Haywood, no good.
And the defender, the rotation came over, really seemed to bother him, and that threw that shot off.
House kicks to Miller. Ilgauskas a screen on Haywood. Outside, House. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing him. I think they've got to find a way to chase him off the three-point line.
Nowitzki dishes the Kid. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Here is House. Howard kicks to Jones. Takes the three. And the Heat, another three.
And everything's falling from the three-point line here in the second half.
And guys, you know, one fed into the other. I mean, now they're shooting with great confidence, and they're on a roll.
Terry kicks to Kidd. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Shooting for Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki. Shooting 1.
And the technical free throw is good.
You know, last year for Dirk might have been one of his best to date. I mean, I think it was even better than his MVP year. He was just superb, but a lot of that had to do with what he showed in the playoffs. I think he was at such a high level of performance during the playoffs.
And making a change here, the Mavericks. Chandler's checked in. Here's Butler. Defended by Jones. Nowitzki against Howard. Nowitzki kicks to Kidd. Over House. Kidd, no good. Well, back to Dirk. He was in consideration for another MVP, Steve, finishing right in back of Rose last year.
Well, he made a pretty good case for himself. The best field goal percentage of his career, and was a force for Dallas all season long. They had that incredible postseason run. And if it hadn't been for an injury at midseason, which cost him about 10 or 12 games, I believe, I think Dirk might have won it.
Mavericks trailed by 21. And they double up Kidd. Terry. Outside Kidd. The pass to Nowitzki. And it's Miller picking him up. Ilgauskas against Chandler. That's good. Here is House. He's picked up by Kidd. House, the pass to Miller. Chandler comes with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. Count the bucket. And the Heat lead by 21.
And that should do it. This is an insurmountable lead.
Yep, there's too little time left, too big a deficit to overcome. This one's over.
And stolen by Howard.
Well, it's too bad after such an efficient first half. He's starting to turn the ball over here in the second.
Miller outside, guarded now by Jason Terry. Clock at 6. Back to Howard. Stolen by Terry.
Boy, Kevin, you have to take better care of the ball, and they just haven't done that this half after doing a good job in the first.
Got that one up quick. Terry's got 21. Here is House. 1:02 left in the fourth. He's picked up by Kidd. Taken away by Kidd.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnover.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over, you lose all offensive rhythm and flow.
House kicks to Jones. Howard defended by Nowitzki. He kicks it to House. 6 to shoot. Can't get it to go. And Dallas the other way.
Well, not much they can do at this point.
Nope, playing for pride, trying to finish strong for pride's sake.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those